Hello everyone, welcome back to another day, another video, and I apologize if my voice sounds a little weird. This is my morning voice. I'm tired. I was up very late because I forgot to take my melatonin. Anyway, as you guys can tell by the thumbnail, today we are doing, I'm designing the Super Mario princesses as Genshin Impact characters. Now, first we have Daisy, and actually this isn't the first design you saw was actually not the design I ended up going with. I did not like it at all, but I decided to start over and completely redo it because I wasn't liking the bottom part, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So this is the design I ended up going with. Usually when doing Genshin designs, I would do splash art, but like I had 3 illustrations to do for this week's video, so I did not have the time or energy to be doing like 3 complete splash arts. And maybe by the time this video is done, you look at these designs and maybe give me your headcanons for these characters, what you think they'd be like in the Genshin Impact universe and stuff like that. So, like I said, first we have Daisy, and for her design, like I thought in my head when I was thinking of like what her role would be in Genshin, like first of all, I kind of designed them all being around like Fontaine because like given like the characters like attire, I feel like yeah, that would work. So I imagine Daisy is like a florist type of character, you know, and I gave her like a little bouquet of flowers that she's holding in this picture. I don't know what her weapon type would be. Like, I made her Dendro, but I don't know what weapon type she would be. She, maybe bow? I don't know. You guys can let me know, because I really have no idea what weapon type would suit her. Also, I apologize if you guys can hear some background noise. My little brother, my baby brother, he's very loud, and it's not like because he's like crying or anything. He's just like a very happy child for some reason. But, yeah, so, I like how this drawing turned out. I like how all of them turned out. I think, I do have a favorite, but we'll get to that one when we we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But, yeah, working on this video this week was kind of difficult because I was just having one of those weeks, and I was just not feeling good, and, like, I don't know. It was one of those weeks. So yeah, if you guys have any oh my goodness, I can't speak. If you guys have any headcanons for what these 3 characters would look like, please let me know. And like it'll be fun because like whenever I do videos like this, it's always fun to imagine like what their role would be in like the Genshin world. Like when I create my OCs, I always wonder like what would be like an interesting role for them. Like when I created Symphony, like if you've heard like any of the Fontaine music, you'll know that there's a lot of jazz in there, and I really love jazz. And I thought, you know, Fontaine needs a jazz singer, you know what I mean? And also, by the time that I'm recording this, the Natlan teaser trailer has just come out, like, last night. It was, like, at midnight. I was up very late last night, and I'm very happy that I was able to see it, like, it's just, like, a little bit after it came out. Also, Daisy's finished, and we're moving on to Princess Peach now. Now, Peach, no, she ended up having my favorite design out of all of these. She was the second design that I worked on. Like, I put these in order of, like, the designs that I worked on. Not necessarily, like, the order that I did the illustrations. I actually did her illustration first. But I just thought it would be easier to put them in order of how I designed them. And I didn't have to do a second design for her because, like, she didn't give me too much trouble. But yeah, Daisy's design gave me so much trouble. I don't know why. It's kind of hard. It's like, since they have like very simple designs, it's kind of hard to like draw stuff from how simple it is. So you kind of have to like go to like outside sources and take inspiration from there, you know? Now, as for her vision, I decided to make her Hydro because, like, well, I actually I didn't do this for Rosalina, but for Daisy and Peach, like, I made their visions, like, what would match up with the color of the jewels that they have, like, on their earrings and on their dress and stuff like that. So, yeah, she is Hydro. I imagine she might be a sword user. I don't know. I really don't know what she would be. Like, I would say, like, Hydro Catalyst, but there are so many Hydro Catalysts in the game. Now, as for what her role would be in the game, if she was, like, a canon character, I imagine that maybe she would be kind of like a, like a performer? Like an actress? Because, like, in Fontaine, operas and stuff is, like, a really big thing. And Princess Peach recently got her own game. Princess Peach, Showtime. I think that's what it's called. I haven't played it. But I thought, that seems pretty fitting. So, like, I feel like her being, like, an opera performer would be really fun. Anyway, so going back to the topic of Natlan. So, the trailer came out last night at midnight for me. And I saw that and I was like, holy crap, I'm excited. And I'm not only excited because it's like a nation that everybody has been like really anticipating, but it's also exciting for me because like I am a Latina and we get a nation that's based off of Latin America. And yes, there are people that have certain opinions on like the characters and stuff. I'm not going to go into that just for reasons to not start an argument and stuff like that, but I think the character designs that were in the trailer were amazing. Some of them were very adorable, really detailed, obviously because like the Genshin designs always have like this overwhelming amount of detail, and the character who I'm gonna assume is the Hydro Archon looks awesome. I saw her and I was like, what the heck. A lot of people in the I saw one comment saying that she looked like Sunset Shimmer from My Little Pony, which I kind of thought was funny. So yeah, very excited for Natlan. I'm pretty sure, because like last year Fontaine came out in August. Yeah, it came out in August, and I'm pretty sure like it's gonna come out in like late August again this year. So yeah, I'm very interested in what the Archon quests and the characters are going to be like. Hopefully the characters are good, because like I love myself some good characters. And Princess Peach is done, and we're going to move on to the very last character, which is obviously Rosalina. Okay, so Rosalina is actually the one that stumped me the most. Like, I had a lot of trouble with Daisy at the beginning, but like for some reason, like this girl gave me so much trouble. I was just having such a hard time coming up with a design for her, and eventually I got to somewhere where I thought it was good. I'm not sure how much I like certain parts of the finished illustration. I like it, but it's not my absolute favorite. I think it's good, but it's alright. I did a lot when I was doing the design, like right here. I switched a few colors in and out, just like in some more minor places and stuff like that. Try to make it look more cohesive. Is that the right word? I don't know. I never know if I'm using the right words or not. Now, as for her role in this game, so like I gave her like a Fontaine vision, but in like certain parts, like kind of Fontaine-ish inspired. But in the finished illustration, you'll see that like if you know anything about Genshin Impact, you'll know about Conria and how Conrians, they have like the star in their eyes, and so it's like, it would be cool to give her like to make her Conrian, because like in the canon Mario universe, she's very much like a very out of this world, otherworldly character. And like if you know anything about like Genshin Impact and Conrians are also very like unusual and out of this world-ish, kind of. Like they're very powerful characters. And I thought like since she's a very powerful character in the canon of her own universe, I thought it would be really cool to make her Gonrian. And I also thought, like, maybe she's also an astrologist, like Mona, and or actually more of like a visionary, or more like maybe like a member of the Hexen Circle, which is kind of like a society of mages, I guess. We don't really know anything about the Hexen Circle. All we know is that Klee's mom is from the Hexen Circle. Albedo's creator is from the Hexen Circle. There's a witch named Nicole. Nicole, she talked to us in Sumeru and in the Fontaine Archon quest. We've never actually seen any of these characters before. The Hexen Circle is a very, mysterious part of the game. So yeah, my thoughts for her are very jumbled, like Conrian, like astrologist, visionary, member of the Hexen Circle. Like, there's a lot of ideas I have for her. I mean, she could be all of them, to be honest, which would kind of make her kind of like an overpowered character, not gonna lie, because like the Hexen Circle are already very powerful, and then like the Conrians are already very powerful, and then like Mona, like her master, who she describes as a visionary, is also very powerful. So if she was like all of those, she would probably be like one of the more powerful characters in the game. So yeah, if you these are just my ideas. If you guys have any other canons for like the characters and how they would be in this universe and stuff like that, like, you guys can let me know. I wonder if, like, who do you think their voice actors would be? Would it be like the same voice actors they have in like the canon Mario universe? I don't know their voice actors, who their voice actors are in the canon Mario universe. But yeah, if you have like voice actor ideas, that would be pretty fun. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video. All the finished designs will show here, and I'm gonna go find something to eat because I am hungry. Goodbye!